Hi everyone, this is Norm Sawyer from Sawyer Injury Law in Atlanta, Georgia. The topic of today's video is how do I know whether I have a personal injury claim? And the answer to that question depends on a lot of different factors, and it's a reason why you often want to get an attorney involved in a situation, even if it means just to get a consultation to figure out whether it's something that a lawyer can in fact handle. I mean, not all injuries result in a claim, right? Because again, sometimes you have to ask, well, does the person that injured me, hit me, whatever it is, did they have a duty to me to prevent injury, right? If they had a duty to you and they breached that duty, then you have what's called a negligence case. That could be against another driver. It could be against the owner of a restaurant. If they own a restaurant and they allowed something to fall on the floor and injure you, like ice or ice cream or water or things of that nature. All those things can go into whether you have an injury case or not. But in many cases, not all cases can be handled by an attorney. Sometimes clients will come to me after certain deadlines have passed. Here in Georgia, we typically see two deadlines that can affect whether you have a personal injury claim or not. The first deadline being what's called an ante litem notice. And an ante litem notice is something that's pretty unusual in most states, but here in Georgia, if you're deciding to file a claim against a city, you have 6 months in which to tell the city about that claim. Otherwise, you have a year if it's against the state or if it involves a county here in Georgia. Okay? Now, if you don't meet those deadlines, the claim typically will end. But for most cases that we handle, such as a car wreck involving one driver and another driver, you typically have 2 years to file an injury claim and 4 years if the claim just involves damage to a car alone. So those are the types of things that attorneys are often discussing with potential clients, potential new clients, whenever they come into their office. Other things that are also going to be discussed are going to be the value of the damages involved in the case. Sometimes there's certain situations where it's far better for the injured person to go and handle or resolve the claim on their own, because sometimes getting an attorney involved, which can cost money, isn't worth the person's time, effort, or it will affect their recovery in a way that will not benefit them compared to whether they should have just handled it on their own in the first place. However, whatever happens, the attorney that you talk to should always guarantee you one thing. They should tell you exactly why they're not taking the case. I cannot tell you how many attorneys have turned away clients that I have either represented or not represented, but they've turned them away without telling them why they're not taking their case. Sometimes the reason they don't take the case is because the attorney simply doesn't have the time or the ability to handle the case. Other times it's simply because there's no case involved, but either way, many attorneys will turn people away and not tell the person why, and it leaves them in a state of confusion, right? I don't want that to happen for anybody who comes in my door. I want them to understand why I can help them, what it involves in order to help them, or I tell them why I can't help them. That's the one thing that you should always get from an attorney that you consult with. So we try to help everybody that comes into the door here at Sawyer Injury Law, including the people we don't take on as clients. That's what a free consultation means, and that's what you will get here at Sawyer Injury Law.